Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we're getting into the dating topic revolving around age gap relationships. Are they empowering or predatory? I recently did a search for trending dating topics, and this is one of the ones that came up. So in regards to this subject here, there's a large debate or divide in regards to some people viewing that add age gap, particularly older men and younger women, being something that is either empowering or predatory. The empowering aspect is if a guy is in a leading position, or he is trying to lead a relationship in a positive, healthy way, including being able to teach, provide, create a kind of stable home, which he then obviously wants to kind of nurture and have a partner who is going to grow with him, would be considered empowering. And that kind of connects traditionally to the idea of what that was always supposed to represent. Then on the flip side, and probably more, and I'm not to say this didn't exist way back when, but probably more in current times, there is the debate of it being predatory, especially when you have a space now where the dating market has evolved to where the requirements of what you have to do or be as far as a man to be successful in the dating world is no longer necessarily the same things that were always considered to be maybe important or of value way back when. A guy doesn't necessarily have to have his life together to be considered appealing or have access to relationships. So that kind of creates into that realm of whether it's empowering or predator. Definitely, you guys put that in the comments down below. What are your guys' thoughts in that? So I did a bit of research as far as different points of views and whatnot. And what you kind of see is you have some, especially from the space of women, you have some who find it to be actually empowering, who are in their 20s, who find it to be empowering and to be something that is, if they're able to find someone who's emotionally mature and financially stable, a positive thing. Now, on the flip side, you have, from my research, women who are in their 30s and 40s who argue that some of the men are pursuing younger women because of women their own age won't tolerate their behavior. In that case, if they have dysfunctional behaviors, they're trying to push that on to the younger women who aren't going to know any better. My thought process when it comes to this is I actually don't think that I think that there are women who are also in their 30s or 40s who also can be susceptible to that. And the men who know that, who are looking to do that, is going to be able to do it across the board regardless. And then the ones who aren't looking to do that are not going to be looking to do that to anybody regardless of the age. So I think that that is kind of just a neutral factor in it all across the board. As far as it being, like I said, the topic being empowering or predatory, I think it really just depends on the individual. But I think as a whole, one thing that you have is there's a divide between, like I just mentioned before, the guys who are looking to maybe just have fun or have their way, whether it's for a full-on relationship or just something physical. You have those type of people who are looking to take advantage regardless of their age. But then you have a select group of people who are looking for something decent. And then there are certain levels of compatibility that won't exist with some women sometime when they're older because of their experience level may not match certain men's experience level, especially if those men are less experienced, which you actually have a lot of in this world that a lot of people sometime, or at least in the US, that a lot of people don't realize how many guys have less experience. They might have a lot of work experience, but they may not have a lot of people experience, because that's something where a lot of people are starting to lack, especially in this day and age, where a lot of people are falling back from being more social and being more now into that space of being alone, being secluded, being online, all that kind of stuff, like not being finding some form of entertainment that they do at home, video games or some other kind of sort of thing, in which they're no longer having the social skills that match the level of you might have a woman who's 35, 40 years old, who's gone out and seen the world, who's done this and that, because there's definitely a different dynamic when it comes to and this goes sideways outside of the basic conversation we're having right now, but men who are able to spend money on a leisure life without focusing so much on how they're going to retire versus you might have women who enjoy the leisure a little bit more and are less focused on the retirement phase, which then creates a lot of men who sometimes will fall back in that social experience, not actually going out there as much. And there are other factors that contribute to this as well. So that genuinely, my point is that genuinely are not socially at the level that a woman might be as they get older, if that makes sense. So that's kind of my thoughts on that in regards that there's both aspects of it, but there are different ways to view it. Like I said, this is a topic amongst many other topics I'm going to get into that was researched and kind of came up from the basis of this particular topic was one of 5 that was considered to be either controversial or like key topics currently for women in the dating world. And I have a few others that I'm going to jump into in regards to what came up for men, and I'm going to just do them one at a time. So anyway, you guys, put your comments down below so we can get conversation started. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.